Professor, can I go up there to sell curry rice? If you haven't thought about what kind of business you could start on the moon or Mars, watch this clip and start brainstorming. Because you never know, maybe in our lifetime, we might actually get the chance to move to the moon or Mars. You can pick. As long as you have enough money, you get to choose. Right now, the two global superpowers, the United States and China. It seems like the open space here on Earth is just too small for them to compete anymore. So now they're taking the competition to space, seeing who can establish a settlement first, whether it's on the moon or Mars. The exciting part, and the reason I made this clip, is so we can get an update on how far they've gotten, how advanced their technology is, and when exactly they're planning to go. Most importantly, there have been discoveries of natural features on these extraterrestrial worlds that are just like those on Earth, features that ancient humans used to survive. Now, scientists are planning to use the same methods, applying what they've learned from these natural discoveries that are similar to what we have here. It's like they're twins, which could give humanity a chance to survive in space. In this video, let's find out who will be able to make space feel like home, where we can embrace each other. You can support the information in this video by scanning this QR code, or you can easily support the Simony Monster channel by just liking, sharing, or leaving a comment to chat with us. We've discovered that our fans are actually really funny, so I'll join in too. And most importantly, don't forget to hit subscribe for us. Please subscribe so we can meet again in the next video. Sound good? Why do we eventually have to leave our home planet? We need to build a colony on Mars because our planet could potentially descend into a devastating dark age, like World War III. We have to safeguard the very foundations and origins of the human race and establish it somewhere else, at least for a short period, so that humanity can continue to endure and survive. So that we can come back and continue living on this planet. And why does it have to be Mars? Because Mars is much farther from Earth than the moon. If something catastrophic happens to Earth, just going to the moon might not be enough to survive. We have to reach Mars. All of this is what Elon Musk said. Let's listen.
Unfortunately, the audio in this specific segment is distorted, making it unintelligible for the listener. Due to technical issues and background noise, we are unable to provide an accurate translation of the spoken words at this time. We apologize for this gap, as the quality of the source material does not allow for a clear understanding of the conversation in this part of the video.
Which? Elon Musk's ambitious project to colonize Mars, everyone already knows about it. It's been a massive subject of global conversation for years. And importantly, it's not just Elon Musk's SpaceX that's actively working toward the goal of establishing a human colony on Mars. The United States has NASA, and even the US President, Donald Trump, has publicly expressed his strong support for this visionary idea to establish a human settlement on Mars. Let's listen, and
we'll present our management and ideas on this source, looking long-term and making connections so NASA does not stop late in this third century of travel on the planet Mars.
Elon Musk once posted that SpaceX aims to send humans to live on Mars by 2029. Or at the very least, 2031 still wouldn't be too late. This is actually the same goal as NASA, because NASA also intends to send humans to live on Mars by 2030. And just recently, in March 2025, SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, announced an exciting update on their ambitious project to send humans to live on Mars. SpaceX has now set a goal to carry out its very first mission to Mars next year, in 2026. However, this time, they will be sending a specialized spacecraft for exploration without any humans on board just yet. But instead of sending humans, Elon Musk will send a humanoid robot called Optimus, the Tesla robot, to explore Mars first. It's like, hey, just go up there, chill out, and look for some work first. This time, it seems like they're planning to bring a lot of stuff to Mars, or maybe even bring a lot back to Earth. That's because SpaceX is going to build the largest spacecraft they've ever made, with a length of 123 meters. It's super long, and the United States, like I said, it's not just Elon Musk's SpaceX that's interested in getting humans to live on Mars. There are also private organizations and nonprofits that have launched their own projects. One of the more exciting ones is called MDRS, the Mars Desert Research Station. It's a desert location that's been set up as a simulation. It's an area designed to simulate living on Mars, and they carry out various missions as practice for people to eventually live on Mars. At first, I wondered how it could possibly be similar. Since Earth is Earth, how can you compare Earth to Mars? So I decided to check it out using satellite images. When you look at it from a satellite, this area is called Hinksville in Utah. You can see that, yeah, it's a desert that's really unlike anywhere else on Earth. First, it's beautiful. And second, I guess it really does look like Mars. This project is run by a nonprofit organization called the Mars Society Research Station. They accept donations too, so if anyone is interested in helping humanity get to Mars faster, you can donate to them. One of the biggest donors to the project is... Who is it? Of course, it's Elon Musk. Elon Musk has donated a lot of money to this project. But if you ask what the American public thinks about various organizations, especially NASA, which is a government agency, will carry out missions to send humans to live on Mars, do the American people think that's important? Is it necessary? There was a survey done, and it showed that only 11% think that the project to send humans to live on Mars is important. That's actually a really small number. The number one thing that people think NASA should focus on is monitoring whether there are any asteroids or anything that might hit Earth. Help keep an eye out for us, or not? The second priority is for NASA to look into climate change first. So these are the advancements the United States is making toward going to Mars. And of course, there has to be competition. The main competitor to the United States, the one that's really neck and neck, has to be China, right? Whatever the US has, China says, if you have it, I have to have it too. On April 17th, 2019, China launched a project called the China Mars Base Simulation, located in the Gobi Desert, Gansu Province. They created a simulated Mars environment, replicating what life on Mars would be like, just like the ones set up elsewhere. China is determined to establish a research center on Mars. They plan to make it permanent by 2038. SpaceX says they'll be flying as soon as next year, while China says they'll have an official, fully established base by 2038. But honestly, if you look at the timeline from a historical perspective, it's not that different. Personally, if you ask me about China versus the United States in the race to Mars, right now, I think the United States seems to stand out more. When it comes to who will reach Mars first and be able to settle there, the US seems more likely. But there's still another celestial body that's even closer, the moon. And when we talk about the moon, we can't help but think of China's moon goddess, Chang'e. The Chang'e project, which is China's lunar program, also aims to establish a colony on the moon. And honestly, it looks very, very possible. They're planning to actually send humans to live there, because they've looked into not just the technology, but they've also discovered natural features on the moon that make it highly likely humans could live there safely and survive. In May 2023, China announced that they plan to send humans to live on the moon by 2030. And of course, this plan It's not just about sending humans there for a visit, to take pictures or to collect some rocks and bring them back. It's not that. The plan is to actually have humans live on the moon, to establish a permanent settlement there. Now, a lot of people might wonder how it's even possible to live on the moon, because if you've ever studied the moon, you'll know that everything about it is extremely harsh for living beings, especially for fragile creatures like humans. The surface of the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, it's completely exposed. That means any radiation that comes in just hits the moon's surface directly, since there's no atmospheric layer like Earth's to filter it out, which is dangerous for humans. Basically, all kinds of radiation can get through, but one type people talk about a lot is cosmic radiation. And then there are also small meteorites and things like that. On Earth, our atmosphere blocks most of the small meteorites, so they can't really get through. But if they're big, well, hello, they might make it through. Solar storms too. With no atmosphere, solar storms can hit the surface directly as well. Basically, there's no protection. If you get hit, you probably wouldn't survive even one blast. During the day, it's scorching hot, hotter than hell itself, and at night, it's colder than a freezer. So honestly, if you were wondering, you definitely wouldn't survive out there, not even inside a spacecraft. But the reason is that China discovered a natural feature, as I mentioned at the beginning of the clip, that's really exciting. They found caves on the surface of the moon, and these caves could actually be the key for humanity to be able to live there. Actually, this story started about 15 years ago. A Japanese probe was orbiting the moon and took some photos of strange craters or holes on the lunar surface. So they looked at these holes and realized, wow, they actually go deep into the moon. As the probe kept orbiting the moon, it ended up capturing photos of more than 200 similar holes. These holes became a really exciting topic for people around the world who are into space and astronomy, because these holes aren't just they're not just little holes. These are absolutely massive and truly gigantic pits that go deep beneath the moon's surface. These holes have been formed by geological processes and erosion over billions of years. Scientists have found that these pits were created by ancient flowing lava, so they call them lava tubes. Basically, the moon, since the very beginning of ancient times billions of years ago, there used to be volcanoes on the moon, just like we've heard about on Earth. When volcanoes erupted, they produced lava, right? The lava would flow and erode the surface, creating these pits. It would turn into rivers of fire, flowing and carving out huge tunnels underground, forming large hollow tubes as it went. Over time, the lava would gradually cool down. The outside cools down first. So imagine if the river of fire is this big, right? The very outer layer cools down first. Once it cools, the outside becomes a layer of basalt rock. Meanwhile, the lava inside keeps flowing. This process creates hollows and caves, like natural caves. The basalt rock from the cooled lava layer is actually really useful because, according to science, it's this basalt layer that inside these tunnels, the temperature stays much more stable than on the surface of the moon, and it basically acts like Earth's atmosphere, protecting against radiation that would otherwise make it impossible for fragile life forms like us to survive. So these tunnels, called lava tubes, could become natural bunkers that might help humans settle on the moon. And when I hear that, I can't help but think, living in a cave like ancient humans? How would that even work? It doesn't really sound practical, does it? But they actually made a perspective rendering of it, and honestly, it looks pretty convincing. Here it is, see? Wow, if you combine modern design and technology into these underground tunnels on the moon, you get a modern bedroom, but the walls look kind of icy or snowy, which is actually pretty cool. And the living room is minimalist, so it still feels natural. I love it. So their idea is that they'll seal off the entrance to the pit, like go to the mouth of the crater and seal it up. Then they'll pressurize the inside of this lava tube to create an atmosphere as close to Earth's as possible, so humans can breathe without needing any breathing apparatus. Once the environment is stable, the temperature and air are steady, it would be possible to grow vegetables and other crops. We could set up systems like hydroponics or other advanced agricultural techniques to grow food for the people living here, for the astronauts. Basically, we could create a completely self-sustaining colony, meaning we wouldn't need to rely on supplies from elsewhere. And this tunnel on the moon, you know? How do we even know what it's like inside? Well, they have technology, you know. I don't really know all the details about how the technology works, but they do explain some things. For example, they use echo technology called selenopeter. If you want to know how it works, you can look it up. There are also things like laser scanners that can go in and scan to see how complex the cave surfaces are. Besides that, they even send in little robots to roll around inside the caves. Basically, they survey everything to see what it all looks like. They send those robots in, and I guess they scan the area as they go. They also use scanning techniques like... They use 3D scanning so that scientists can actually see the shape of this lava tube in 3 dimensions. China also has plans to send more robots to explore the cave more thoroughly, to make sure it's really stable and safe, and that it won't collapse or anything like that. And the robot they're planning to send is actually pretty cute. It kind of hops around. Since the moon has 0 gravity, right? No gravity. So a hopping robot works really well there. On the moon, since there's no gravity, and with everything that China has discovered, they're basically saying, see? When China says they want to send humans to live and survive on the moon, it's not like they're doing it without any reference. They actually have a reference point. Like, see, if we're going to do this, it means there's a good chance humans could actually survive there. And that reference is humans themselves from ancient times. Have you ever heard of cavemen? Yeah. Our human ancestors also lived in caves, right? That's a great reference point. There have been studies showing that lava tubes on the moon are actually quite similar to lava tubes here on Earth. We have lava tubes on our planet too. These are formed by the erosion of lava, like in Hawaii. There's one called Kazamura Cave, which is the longest known lava tube on Earth, over 40 miles long, just like the ones on the moon. After finding out all this information, I started to get curious about what China will do next. So I went to look up more information. At first, Earth searched and immediately found a Chinese website, an official Chinese government site, the China National Space Administration. When I opened it, wow, it was really good. But I couldn't read it, so I just scrolled and took pictures. As I scrolled, I saw this picture. What does the sign in the background say? Ah, it says International Lunar Research Station. Okay, let's take another look. Building? Okay, with this keyword, I searched and found it in English. Ugh, that's a relief. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything more to talk about. So I found this paper in English called International Lunar Research Station. It lays everything out, what technologies will be used, what kinds of rockets will be launched, what scientists are working on right now, and what they'll do once they get to the moon, like for missions 1, 2, 3, and 4. I really need to make another video about this. I'll drop the link so you can check it out yourself. But to sum it up briefly, China's current lunar project, if we're talking about the Chang'e lunar program, it's now up to Chang'e 8. With Chang'e 8, China has made it clear that they're aiming to go to the moon, specifically to the lunar South Pole. That's because that area has something like water springs, which means there's a possibility they could turn it into usable water. And this time, when China goes, they're bringing along a 3D printer that they've developed themselves. This machine is supposed to be able to take lunar soil and rocks, put them into the printer, and then print them out into shapes. Whatever is needed, really, they can use it to create research prototypes right there on the moon. In this project, Chang'e 8, China will take the lead in bringing all sorts of technology to the lunar surface. But China has made it clear they're not doing this alone. They're welcoming partners. Anyone who wants to partner with China, the Chinese government is open to it. And among those partners, Thailand is also an active participant in this international project. Everything I've discussed with you so far, whether we are talking about moving human beings to Mars or establishing a base on the moon, sounds exactly like something straight out of a high-tech science fiction movie, doesn't it? But in actual reality, ensuring the long-term survival of our human species is a concept that actually goes all the way back to the ancient times of our earliest ancestors. Who knows? Maybe humans didn't even originate on this planet. Maybe we once migrated here from somewhere else too. Then we lived in caves, and those caves on Earth became sacred places, places of safety that allowed the first generations of humans to thrive. We were able to expand our entire species across the globe until we became who we are today. And now we're looking back at the moon, feeling ourselves being drawn back to something that might once again provide us with shelter and protect our kind so we can survive. We have a real chance to witness firsthand whether humanity will truly need to migrate and settle on another planet. And between the two superpowers, which country will get there first? Who will be the first to set foot or live on the moon, or even on Mars? How much money would someone need to have a chance to survive the dark times on Earth and move to another planet? But there's one thing that personally worries me when it comes to China. If they manage to reach the moon first, claim it, plant their flag, and establish a colony there, the sky above our world might not be as romantic as it used to be, because if one day we lie down and look up at the sky, we might see that the moon, we might not even be able to call it the moon anymore. Because if China ever manages to take control, we might have to call it the Chinese moon.